When I was 18, I learned my parents wiped my college fund to pay for my sister's dream wedding on a Greek island. The money hurt. My mom's laugh hurt worse. She didn't even look up from her tablet. Oh, come on, Ryan. You're not exactly Harvard material. My sister, Madison, was always the favorite. She got praise for breathing. I got, he's a good kid, and that was it. The week I got accepted into the engineering program I'd chased for years, Madison was on speakerphone planning island brunches. I asked, you didn't use my college account, right? Mom kept mixing batter. We had to move some things around. Dad hid behind his newspaper. Mom added, like it was nothing. Take out loans. Plenty of kids do. I stood there with my acceptance letter, feeling stupid for trusting them. Madison smiled like she'd won. Then Mom landed the final punch. Besides, you're not Harvard material. So I stopped letting them in. I skipped the wedding. I took the loans. I worked and studied until I ran on fumes. I lived on cheap food and stubbornness. Madison posted beaches and number-blessed captions like a career. 4 years later, Mom called. No hello, no apology. Ryan, we need your help. It's Madison. She was divorcing her husband, Cole. Accounts frozen. Lawyer fees. Astronomical. Mom didn't ask how I was. She asked what I could pay. I said, you drained my future for her wedding. Mom snapped, we're still your family. I said, family doesn't steal and call it love. Then I hung up. 3 days later, Madison showed up at my apartment in sunglasses and an expensive purse. She walked past me and claimed my couch. This divorce is serious, she said. I'm going to lose everything. Then she went for the one thing that might crack me. I might even lose Max. Max was our golden retriever. I'd begged for him as a kid. When I left for college, my parents quietly made him hers. Now Cole had him. Madison watched my face and waited for me to fold. I didn't. That sucks, I said. Still not my bill. She rolled her eyes. That was years ago. Yes, I said. And you're leaving now. After that, the guilt emails started. Then a number I didn't recognize called me. Hello, Ryan. This is Madison's attorney. My stomach dropped. She said, Madison listed you as a lender. We need verbal confirmation you'll cover her retainer. I said, that's a lie. I never agreed. A pause. Understood, she said. I'll update the record. Madison hadn't just asked for help. She tried to use my name like a credit card. Weeks later, she came back again. No attitude, just a folder. Our grandmother left us trusts, she said. 50 grand each, for school or housing. I flipped the pages and felt my blood go cold. My parents had pulled mine early with a fake education form, then routed it into their joint account right before the wedding. Madison's voice shook. I thought I was the golden child. Then she let out a small, bitter laugh. Turns out I was just useful. I didn't scream. I didn't post. I made copies and backups. I took everything to a lawyer friend. She skimmed once and said, you've got grounds, and you've got receipts. I waited for the one place they couldn't spin it. My parents were being honored at a charity gala for family leadership. Their life was plaques and photo ops. So I sat in the back while a video praised their generosity and devotion. Then they walked on stage. First, a staffer climbed the steps with an envelope. Then the host frowned as he read it. Next, my dad's smile twitched. After that, my mom gripped his arm too tight. Then the host leaned into the mic. This appears to be from their son. Then every head turned. So I stood up. I walked to the front and took the mic. My parents used my college fund and my inheritance, I said. Not for school. For a luxury wedding. I held up the receipts. And when I asked why, my mom laughed and told me to take loans. The room went quiet. People stared at my parents like they'd never seen them before. My parents didn't yell. They didn't cry. They just stood there, trapped by their own spotlight. I handed the packet to the host and walked out. 2 days later, my dad was removed from his board. My mom resigned her little leadership role. A local newsletter called it an unfortunate misunderstanding. Funny how theft becomes a misunderstanding when the thieves wear suits. They called once. I let it ring. I never got the money back, but I got something they tried to erase. They wrote me off. I rewrote the story.